Hi guys. It is a rainy day out here in Houston, Texas, and how much I love the rain. It's kind of hindering me from doing some projects today or some stuff that I really wanted to work on. But I wanted to touch base with you on the Best Life vlog because it's important for me to kind of keep this going. And really, this whole thing is about developing this practice of doing, in so many words, practice of doing something that is meaningful and helps me grow as a person. And it doesn't have to have like a set schedule, or I don't have to do certain things. It's really just whatever is in that, or that even comes to me, which is something I'm going to talk about, comes to me as a part of the path to kind of experience life, right? So I intentionally wasn't planning on doing like a lot over the weekend. I had some things planned with some really awesome music people, like recording a video, and that was great. That was a really awesome experience. A music video too. But I also spent time at one of my hangouts, and really just wanted to open myself up to flow, I guess. And part of that was being hindered because there was this, it seems like the more I open up to this kind of experience, the more people are being drawn to just tell me a lot of stuff, and I don't know if that's just my nature, and I make people feel safe, or and it doesn't bother me, but there comes a point when I have to like be like, no, I need to do me right now and enjoy myself without having to think about other problems, other people's problems and things that are going on in their life. And that's, please don't take that as a complaint. That's not. That is I just have to learn to set boundaries for that. Okay. So part of it was setting boundaries for, or part of my experience this weekend was setting boundaries for allowing myself to do the work that I need to do, or just taking a break from the work. And then the other one was also part of that because I am open. I met some really cool people who are kind of on the same spiritual path that we really had a connection. And there was a couple of questions that I was asked, and I mean, it was like one of those conversations where you're really locked into talking to each other, and it meant a lot to me to kind of conversate with some people that have already done some of the work. Okay, so that's my next point. So my next point is that so the guy asked me, what keeps you focused? And I had already started this Best Life vlog, and I was just like, okay, well, I kind of skated around it a bit because I really didn't have an answer for it. But really what it boiled down to is doing the work and not faltering on that, and not faltering on doing the work, but not also holding myself super accountable for having to do that so often, which is something I explained in the very beginning of this series, is that I'm just gonna post a video when I feel the need to. And I think part of that is kind of tapping into what needs to be said and sharing the experiences authentically. And part of that is I don't want to get hooked up into the social media thing. It's something I've been resisting for a while, but at that same note, I know there's things that need to be shared because there's like this inner draw. It's been happening for a while, just been resisting it. So how do I stay focused? That was a question, and that is doing the work. So whether that is finding a new experience, or taking a class, or I'm not trying to tie myself down to a schedule of things, because that's going to make me feel pressure to do it. It's like when you choose to change your diet or something like that, you're kind of creating this thing that you have to do, and it's making you feel pressured. So I don't want that to happen. I don't want to have this, I have to do this in order to please myself or others. I'm just kind of going with the flow, and okay, well, I wanted to always do this, or I wanted to read this book, so let me take this book off the shelf right now. I have time. Being very easy about it, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm calling my personal practice, my devotional practice to self-growth, okay? So doing the work. The second question he had was, well, what is the most annoying thing to you that you're come across in this field of like holistic health and wellness? And, because there is a level of the kind of people that you meet. And it took me like a second to answer that, and it's people who don't want to do the work, because it goes back to that whole like trying to do something, like learn something, but not expecting a reward. You just do it because you want to do it, and you don't expect anything out of it. You might get better, you might not, and then when you take those expectations out of things, then you're not so let down if they don't turn out the way you want them to. So like I said, it's doing the work. And I know work can be kind of a harsh word, but it's really just doing things to help your personal growth, okay? And that can look any way, okay? It can look like 5-minute meditation. It can look like reading a book. It can look like having a conversation with somebody, or watching a video like this. Like, it could be any of that changes perspective. It helps you grow knowledge. It gives you another experience, okay? That's what I mean by the work. And I feel like, as long as I continue that, then that will help me find clarity. But I'm not expecting that. I'm just expecting like to be present with myself. And that's my next point, is that it's not the freaking destination. And I know you hear this a lot. It's not the destination. It's taking in the experience in the present moment, and really being connected with a person, and listening to your partners, listening to your kids, doing the best that you can as a person for a job, or for yourself as a other people to look up to, like your children, or even like as a mentor to other people who are around you. You don't know who's watching what you're doing, and see how you are as a human. And if we're doing the best at that we can, then I think that'll help lead us to a better society. Yeah, there's going to be negativity, and yeah, there's going to be very high times, and there's going to be very low times. But that's what this is about, is kind of like figuring out how to deal with life. And remember, it's the journey, not the destination. So I hope this helps you. I kind of am liking it, and it's making me like think more about stuff, and that's cool. Anyways, until next time, I hope this helps you. If you think you might help somebody else by sharing this kind of insight, then I'd be grateful. This helps me keep doing what I'm doing. Until next time, namaste.